Right, Shalom, this is your brother Shamar from the Phoenix camp. With that being said, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the brothers that are doing this work. It's truth and sincerity, man. We're going to jump right into the lesson. This is Hebrews 12 and 11. It says, Now no chastening for the present seems to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. So chastening is or discipline or being corrected or being rebuked or examining yourself and correcting faults within yourself, or if the Lord is putting you through hell for a certain purpose, for a certain reason. You got to learn to recognize that, man. You got to learn to recognize when the hell that you're going through is being put upon you for a specific reason. Because what happens is if you're not grown in the spirit and you get rebuked or you get reproved or the Lord puts some type of hell upon you, your flesh gets weakened. Your flesh takes over and it weakens you. And if you're not careful, man, if you don't recognize chastening and rebuke and reprove of what it is, that could be your downfall. So when you go through certain situations in your life, at the time, like it says, for the present seemeth to be joyous but grievous. It may seem like like why me type deal, man. Sorrow, pain, grief, annoyance, affliction. We all go through that. We all go through that in this truth. That's nothing new, man. Brothers is they aware of that, man. That's not a new thing for us when we go through certain things. Matter of fact, we expect those things to happen. You got to have an expectation of catching hell. You got to have the expectation of going through trials, of being corrected, being rebuked. It's like when you own a car. When you own a car, you got to have the expectation that you may get a flat tire. When you got to have the expectation that your battery might die. That's part of owning a car. You have to have the expectation that there's going to be problems with that vehicle, and you're going to have to get them repaired, and that's going to put a hell on you. That's going to put annoyance on you. That's going to set back whatever it is that you're doing for that day. So we're going to experience a lot of setbacks, in our life for us being in this truth. But the point is that you have to be in expectation of those things. You got to be in preparation for those things. And you got to realize that those hells and chastenings, disciplining, is brought upon us for specific reasons. Let's get the definition. It says, the whole training and education of children, which relates to the cultivation of mind and morals and employs for this purpose, now commands and admonitions, now reproof and punishment, but also include the training and care of the body. So chastening or discipline, that's for a specific person. You gotta understand that the things that we go through is to build us up. So it says that the key, the little note right there for the word chastening is discipline. Now let's read it with the word discipline inside of there. It says, now no discipline for the present seems to be joyous. Now think about that. What comes to mind is the Rocky movies, or Creed, or whatever. Whatever generation. Younger generation might not remember the Rocky movies, but in the boxing movies like Rocky and Creed, there's always a montage, where a training montage, like they call it, and it shows that individual, shows that man going through a discipline, going through a rigorous program to get himself ready for a fight or a battle. And that's the way you got to look at this truth, man. That's the way you got to look at discipline and chastening. You got to look at the hardness of it and the rigorous aspect of it. And you gotta understand that it's building you up for something even more harder. When you first come into this truth, there's all kinds of shit that happens to you, man. And sometimes it'll happen to you all at once. You get attacked by demons at night. You might even see demons. Brothers experience all those things. You might get attacked by demons. You might see demons. You might go through all kinds of situations where things don't work out your way. You might lose a lot of things, man. You know, and those things are to build you up in His truth. Those are things to cut out the fat, so to speak. So let's get this back again. It said, now no chastening for the present seems to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, and this is the key point, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised. Get the word exercise. Trained thereby. See, so you can get the scripture, and you can relate it to a champion training for a boxing match. You know, we are champions, man. We are overcomers. Because Yahweh Shai overcame. He said, be of good cheer, I overcome the world. So us serving Him, we are overcomers as well. By having this truth, by having this word. You know, if you go look at that word man, go, you know, and I think it's, let me go find it real quick. Where David told Solomon, you know, show thyself a man. If you look at one of the definitions for that, it goes into champion. Let me go ahead and find it. This is 1 Kings 2:1. It said, now the days of David drew nigh that he should die, and he charged, let's get the word charged. He commanded Solomon his son, saying, I go the way of all the earth. Be strong, therefore, and show thyself a man. Let's get that word man right there. And if you look at the definition, right there, definition F, champion. Slack. Like the other Gabar always said, the phone had to shine on that one. So, one of the words or definition for that word man is champion, man. You know, also servant. Look, we are servants of the Most High. Let's get this back to 2 Kings. It says, go away of all the earth, be strong, therefore, and show thyself a man. And keep the charge of the Lord thy power to walk in His ways, to keep His statutes and His commandments and His judgments and His testimonies, as written in the law of Moses, thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest, and whatsoever thou turnest thyself. So to be a man, the definition of being a man according to the Bible was to fear and follow the Lord, man. Let's get let's get Psalms 119 and somewhere around there. Let's go ahead and find it. This is Psalms 119. Right at the bottom. Come. It says Psalm 119 and 165. It says, great peace have they which love thy law. So at the end of your chastisement, at the end of being rebuked, at the end of learning to follow the Lord, because that's what ultimately chastisement and discipline and rebuke and reproof is for, and correction is for. It's for you to learn to follow the Lord correctly. It's for you to learn to obey the law, statutes, commandments. So let's get this Psalm 119 and 165. It says, great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. So so that's the thing. Nothing shall offend them, man. You know, you gotta have you gotta have a thick skin in this truth. You know, you gotta have a thick skin. You gotta be able to tell it like it is, man, so to speak. And you gotta be able to have another man tell you like it is, and to point out your shortcomings. And you got to be able to point out your own shortcomings as well. You know, so, you know, those that easily get offended, you know, those men, they don't last too long in this truth. Because they're going off their emotions. And that's exactly what a woman does. The woman goes off her emotions, her feelings. A man, like we read in 2 Kings, goes on the word, the law, statutes, and commandments. We get Proverbs 15 and 10. This is Proverbs 15 and 10, and it says, correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way, he that hateth reproof shall die. So you got to be able to accept and acknowledge correction, chastisement, discipline, reproof, rebuke, all those things. You got to be able to recognize those things when they're being done unto you. You got to be able to withstand those things when you're going through it. It says correction is grievous. Let's get the word correction. Harsh correction. You know, and we live in a harsh world, man. So you got to be that much more harsher unto him that forsaketh the way. he that hateth reproof shall die. So you got to learn to be accepting of these things, man. You got to learn to expect them and to accept them. Let's get the Strongs for the word correction. Discipline, chastening, correction, discipline, correction, chastening. You know, so this is all to build you up as a man. To build you up in a higher level as a man. If you hear some noises, my stomach, because I'm hungry, you know. But anyways, my stomach's making noises, growling noises. But and you gotta be. This is all to build us up to be men, proper men that fear the Lord, men that have a moral and integrities about them, men that live by standards, men that stand up for something. And as you see in today's world, manhood and masculinity is being taken away. It's being softened. You know, the Christian church is a very unmasculine. Now all you got to do is look at the mascot of Christianity, Caesar Borgia. That's a feminine character, man. That white Jesus is a very soft-spoken, feminine character. It has nothing to do, or even come close to the austere man that was Yahushua. So it's that really Isaiah 32 and 17. You know, just a few quick scriptures. Once again here at the plantation. Isaiah 32 and 17. And it says, and the work of righteousness shall be peace, and the effect of righteous quietness and assurance forever. You know, so that's the outcome. That's the final outcome that we're looking for. To find that peace within ourselves, man. And sometimes to learn to be righteous and to learn to be at peace and to learn to be peaceful in your own mind, it takes examination, reproof, rebuke, and correction, man, or discipline. But with that being said, just a real quick lesson. Most I wouldn't hope is edifying. With that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Kahala Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Brother, keep on pushing. Shalom.